Excellent. Once again, the light of a Lindil seems to be shining outside of my room. But rather than that, we are ready to go. Right. Okay, so over the weekend, I did manage to achieve level 50 in the skill that I wanted. Because our Drake's spear, I think it was, which is what I needed for this build, to get the passive stuff. If I get the urge to play the game over the weekend, I'll probably just log into one of the other character classes that I need to unlock. I'll just work through those bit at a time. So that way, I've still got Valen, who's my main character. Excuse me, I'm a bit gassy, do apologise. I've still got Valen, who's my main character. He's the one I'll be collecting, doing all the archaeology digs, and maybe returning to at some point in the future. But I forgot what I was going to say. Wow, brain fog. But yeah, best way to describe it is that I am just going to slowly click away at the other bits and pieces I need to progress. And there'll be account unlocks, I'm in no rush. But for stream-wise, I'll be playing this character. And things like the archaeology, I may just dip into maybe 1 or 2 levels, maybe, but it's not going to be a main focus for this character because this is just going to be more story focused. Maybe do a few dungeons as well. I don't know, see how I feel. Trying to think, although I may use that for my Dragon Knight. Apart from that, not really much else to say. I mean, obviously there's the new season pass / expansion, mini expansion that came out, which I'm looking at as like maybe, but not right now. Right, okay, so I need to just make some adjustments first of all because of everything else. There you go. Yep, that one's done. So again, just gonna make a little bit of an adjustment to that, just because it's the way things are. Right, okay. So you can see I'm in a slightly different place where we started off because before we was on a beach. Because now, if I go into here, you can see I now have Herald of the Tome, which is my main Arcanist skill line. You have a Drake Spear, something there. Now, the main reason why I have this is because of there's a very particular passive. Where is it? Burning Light. There we go. When you deal damage, you generate a stack of Burning Light for 3 seconds. After reaching 4 stacks, you deal 695 magic damage to your target. So, yeah. And of course, there's these ones as well. Balanced Warrior, activating Spear ability. So I won't be necessarily using those because for the Templar ones is going to be more sort of the passive side of it. But it's these 2 abilities: increase your weapon damage and everything else like that. So it's like, yeah, that's all going to add up. So primarily it will be, where is it? So, okay, I need to get my build up so I can have a look at that. Just maybe 1 moment. But it's, hang on, no. So have I got it saved on here? Yes, I do. Right, let me just minimize that a second, so I can just pop it over here. That way I can keep. There we go. Now I can keep my build list open and everything else as well. Now there will be a few things I will be putting on the secondary bar, even though I'm going for a 1 bar build, because they give like a passive buff. It just when slotted. I believe even if you don't have an active what's the word? Even if you don't have like an active bar, if they're slotted there, I think they still give a bonus. So I think like one of them will be Inspired Scholarship, another one will be Relentless Focus, which is where does that come from? From Nightblade, which is basically, where is it? Grim Focused. I think it was, so basically it'll be that. Yeah, there you go. When slotted, it says when slotted on either bar. So things like that will be what the second bar will be for. The first bar will not be active. If that makes sense, it'll just be like passive stuff that's there just because they will give a buff. Now, it obviously with. Oops, sorry. Where's it gone? Where is it? There you go. Yeah. You are unable to swap between your primary and backup weapon sets. So that doesn't mean you can't get any buffs from them, it just means you cannot actively use them, which is a nice little sort of workaround, and if that makes it. Okay, so I'm just going to sort of find a dip. There we go. I'm just finding where my build is so I can keep an eye on. Gives me an idea of what to do. Yeah, definitely not going to be worrying about, like I say, stuff like. Let's just close that up. There we go. Good evening. So yeah, I won't be worrying about the active skills on here, which is why this is going to take a long time to level up, because you get bonus XP, basically the more of your abilities of that skill line that are slotted and active. So if I remember correctly, I think it's level 15 that I get access to the second bar. And I say I will be put things on there. I just won't be worrying about anything. So there'll be 3 things essentially. There'll be concealed weapon, which I think is an assassination one. And where's that one? That is, where's that go from? Concealed weapon. Yeah, so this is a. Okay, so obviously it is. I think it could. I think it might be Assassin's Blade. I mean, that sounds about right. No, it's not Assassin's Blade. It is. Which one is it? It's been a long time since I've tinkered around with the Nightblade stuff. Skill the assassin. Let's see. It could be Veiled Strike. Yeah, it might be this when I get to morph this one, Veiled Strike. So yeah, there we basically 3 skills. Then will be Inspired Scholarship, which is, I believe, the modified version of I think it's Tomb Bearer's Inspiration. But let me just check on that one. Yeah, once Tomb Bearer's Inspiration gets to rank 4, I can modify it and it can become Inspired Scholarship, and that will in turn, as I say, give me such an other bar gain, blah 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 blah. But obviously, if I can have it on 2 bars, so I can have like the passive ability active and the active ability. Again, I'm getting myself confused. All right. So let's just return to what I was doing. Let me just have to check on the map first of all. See, I'm in the right. Yes, I'm in the right place. Good. So yeah, here we go. Okay. So obviously, still be doing stuff with Ember and things like that, but no, and again, probably will be dipping into the Thieves Guild stuff and the Nightblade stuff as well, because the way I'm kind of, that's the way I play all my Khajiits. Even if they're not officially, Nightblades or something like that, they are still. I mean, I'm giving into the stereotype, but they are still slightly roguish of some kinds, or at least not afraid of, shall we say, borrowing goods that don't belong to them. Okay. Also, as well, to be fair, playing as a Khajiit, you do get some, bonuses to pickpocketing, sneaking, I think, and other stuff like that. Basically, if you're going to play a character with even the slightest bit of roguish tendencies and you want to be semi-decent at it, a Khajiit is the race to go with. Okay. So what's I doing as well? Yep. So we've got that which I need to do. I need to put those over. I've still got some items. Now the good thing is that I do have access to an account-wide thing, which very much helps. The smuggler. So if I have
a special kind of alchemy.
Another Khajiit, obviously, so what I can do is anything that is stolen goods, I can sell to them and they get their fee, of course. But it does mean I can fence and get rid of stolen goods without having to go all the way to a thieves' den, basically. See, and you can see above, I get points. Experience in the Ledger Domain skill line just for selling stuff to it, which is pretty handy.
What may I whisk away for you today?
Yeah. Honestly, in terms of quality of life, these three were so worth saving up the crowns for. The portable banker, the trader, and the smuggler. They were so worth it because they provide such a good quality of life bonus. They really do. And also, I'm just looking to see if there's any. Again, looking to see if there's any chests. Now, there was one bit where I had to do on my character was it like a little bit of a grindy thing. So when that comes up again, yeah, that's my main weapon attack, my main attack there. So when it comes up again, I know of a reasonably good spot in which to do it. It is in another area, but it's like it's the default area that people go to when they want to grind up a little bit of experience, not worry too much. So I would say it's a little bit not monotonous, but because it's basically you can either stay in one place and wait, or you can try and follow the crowd and just get it a little bit faster. Downside is if you're on the slow side or you haven't leveled up like your speed buffs or anything like that, you could get to the location where the dark anchor is being active after they've killed everything. So what I tend to do on my newer characters, if I want to level them up, I just pick whatever one I get to first, and I tend to hang around there. And then in effect the mob comes to me rather than me chasing the mob. Now on the other hand, if you are pretty fast, you've got all your like your riding skills maxed up and everything else like that, then and you've got the various anchor way shrines and anchor points and stuff, all unlocked, then yeah, it is worth going from which is great if you're trying to like level a companion, or you just want to grind out some grind out some XP sort of thing. Also as well, I need to make sure I need to have double daggers. So that's the thing. Whilst I can have where is it on this? If I want to match the build I'm going for, is ideally I want to go for daggers for this one, because daggers are like fast acting ones. So let's see if I've got axe. Okay, do I have another dagger? I do. Okay, so I'm going to remove these for the moment, and then just put on my daggers, so I get used to using the daggers. It does mean I'm going to lose a little bit of damage there, but it's sort of like I'm trying to keep things as close to the end build as much as possible, so that way I don't have to worry too much about it. I can just go, oh, that is an upgrade, rather than, oh, is that a different type of weapon? Is that an upgrade? Because certain weapons do more damage, but they're slower and all that gubbins. So essentially, what I'll be working on is everything will be medium except for the jewelry and the weapons. And that if I did have a second weapon bar, I'd be probably going for something like a sword or an axe to go along with it, just because of the buffs and the bonuses. But because of this, and I'm going on a 1-bar build, all I really need to worry about is, is the daggers. Right, so I need to huff from here. There we go.
Strange that such a small thing can cause such terror. It must be destroyed.
Hold on.
Small thing can cause such terror. Sounds familiar.
It killed hundreds of orcs.
Mm-hmm.
The cultist did that. In the right hands, this could defend the Covenant against invaders.
Yeah, that item that was found before,
Leveled Orsinium.
was basically like the equivalent of like a magical, almost like a magical nuke. Very nasty. Yep. Here we go. Ah.
Be at peace, and the souls of the dead are restless. Ancient warriors who died in battle against the Bretons now rise. Who calls to them, and why?
Is there anything I can do?
You are one of the newcomers. Another of your group, the mage Naramo, went to see what he could uncover. Find him and learn what he has seen.
Naramo? Well, where can I find him?
His magic enabled him to pass the spirits undetected. I suspect he looks to reach the inner ruins. Seek him near the doorway, beyond the fields where the dead roam.
Alright, I'll go see if I can aid him.
Be careful. Foul magic taints the air.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's the breakfast burrito.
Shed some light on this dark mystery and help you to bring an end to its source.
You know these ruins well, then?
The aliens, wild elves as some call them, have always fascinated me. They are long gone, but their ruins remain on Betnikh. From these we glean how they lived and died so many years ago.
Isn't research a strange occupation for an orc? That sounds a little bit on the racist side, so I'm going to say. But I suppose it's almost like the same as like if you think of the orcs in this as like the Klingons. It's actually not a bad metaphor. Yeah, Klingons are typically sort of a warrior-based culture. So although they've kind of got better at it, it's more a case of, yeah, the warriors are the dominant side of it. But the smarter Klingons acknowledge that there are many ways to fight your enemy. Some of them can be, through battle. Others can be beating them in the fields of knowledge. Now, granted, it's not a massive lot of Klingons that do that. It's probably only about sort of 5-10%, if that. But it's enough to make, the smarter Klingons realise that, yeah, you don't always have to go to beat your enemy with swords and disruptors, and things like what's his name, Curzon in DS9 helped towards that kind of thing, war with words and all that sort of stuff, which was good. Let's see. Oh, okay, I'll take all of that.
Nice.
Yeah, one thing I do need to do though is if I do see like a thieves guild, I do need to pop in and is it launder? I think they call it, where the stolen stuff has like all the serial numbers metaphorically filed off and stuff like that. Oh, I forget again that ability. Oh yeah, that ability is it pleases me on a level I didn't realise it would. Just that beam. And that's going to be my main attack. And that's the focus behind this build. That is the main attack. I mean, obviously you have your ultimate, which is like the sort of more vertical beam. But essentially you have the dagger attack, the rune blade, which is an attack in of itself, but it also helps to buff the Fate Carver. The Veiled Strike, which will eventually become the Killer's Blade, that's like your, I suppose you can call it like your finisher almost. And then Inspired Scholarship, which I suppose you can almost call that another sort of buff builder and other things. And almost like a sort of like cycle. You go through like you get to that point, are they dead? Nope. Then you go there and then you start the cycle again. Now, that's not the most optimal way of playing it, I know, but I always try to find on MMOs, especially ones that have a lot of, shall we say, options for the characters, is to try and put the abilities and all that other stuff in a way on the keyboard that makes it easier for me to remember what order in which to do them. So obviously, like my 1 will be like my basic attack. My 2 will be like something that builds off of the basic attack, or would generally work better followed after it, and so on and so forth. Obviously, Final Fantasy, like for example, has a lot of options for each character. This is a lot more slimmed down version, but you can change it by modifying each ability. So on average, I think it probably has the same amount of abilities for each character, but you have a much smaller pool to have active at once. And now, of course, they've introduced multi-classing, which is even more than the passives.
Couldn't resist another exploration. Be mindful. This one may be a touch more dangerous. Foul necromancy is at work here.
Yeah, I heard you here. What's going on?
The mysteries of Nirn span beyond the Dwemer. The Aliens fascinate me in equal measure. I had to see this place for myself. The more vexing mystery at present, however, lies with these orc spirits.
The spirits?
Even you must have noticed the ghostly figures in the field.
Yeah, I run into a couple of them.
This is no ordinary haunting. Something brought them back and binds them here. I suspect the answer is inside the catacombs.
Well, maybe we should investigate.
Indeed you should. The ruin is sealed magically, but it is a minor challenge. I shall unseal the door for you and await your return.
Oh, right, so I'm going in.
My research is best done in safety.
I see. Okay, fair enough, right? I mean, to be fair, I am probably the tougher out of us two. You're the more magically inclined, even though I'm an arcanist, but never mind.
Just like old times, isn't it? I do like to have such a useful tool, ally with me. A proper application of magic to these stones, and the way is open.
Ooh. Did you open it? Okay, good. Excellent. Yes. So yeah, the alien buff from the well there, basically, yeah, it gives me a 10% health bonus. Oh, one thing I do need to do as well, and I'll probably do it after this quest, is I need to find a very particular what's called a Munderstone. And a Munderstone is like one of those statues that gives you a, you know, like a little buff and certain things. So for this one, I am probably going to try to find, where is it? So I'm just looking at my build guide. Yeah, because I'm going for a stamina build. I think it's the Thief is the one I need to go for, correctly. Yes, the Thief Munderstone, as that gives me an increased based critical chance, which, as you can imagine, is probably going to be quite helpful across the board. And a sort of a good sort of standard one to go with. Like if you're not too sure, like, oh, do I go for this one? Do I go for that one? The Thief one is a good basic one to go for, but I have to find out where it is first, obviously, because I need to go there and use the stone.
You are not one of them. You have not the taint.
Here.
Help us.
So no.
Free us from this torment.
Who are you? What's happening here?
I am Targoth, war caller of the Stone Wolves. Cultists have violated my tomb, and those of my warriors.
I like the helmet.
Priestess Drusilla leads the cult, dragging our spirits back to this realm.
How?
In life, I wielded a magical war horn. My soldiers obeyed it, hearing its call across all barriers. Drusilla now uses it to call my warriors from beyond the grave, binding them to her will.
How can Drusilla be stopped?
She is in the lower chambers. Kill her before she can send my soldiers against our descendants. That will free me from her bonds. Then the horn can return my warband to its honored rest.
I'll find her. See, as I mentioned before, spirits and things like that is a legitimate thing in this universe. This is one of the downsides. That those who... Oh, that's nice. Wow, a purple... Okay, that's a nice, that's a purple one, so that's like not quite the highest reward, but it's a decent one, and it's unknown by all my characters, which means I need to send that to Velen, as he is my crafter. So I've also set a automatic, semi-automatic thing up where essentially anytime I visit the bank, it will put in and take out things that have already been predetermined and specified. It's basically, I can say, oh, does this person know of this particular crafting recipe? If no, take it out of the bank. If it already knows it, put it in the bank for the next person, and so on. But I'll show what I mean now. So if I sort of summon my bank dude.
May I be of service?
There you go. So if you keep an eye up there, items have been stacked. There you go. It took a few items out of the bank. Boom, 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 boom. All gone. Done.
Greetings.
And that's all I generally have to do. I think also as well, it also puts it puts some coin in there as well if I determine it. But I don't think there's anything I need to worry about. Oh, there you go. Yep. Oh, I know what I've been doing wrong. I know what I've been doing wrong. I need to change something on this. Actually, it does remind me. I've set up incorrectly. I remember that now. So it's add-ons. I think it's banking. Personal assistant banking. So here we go. So for example, I can say, for example, enable auto banking for all currencies. I can turn that off because I don't want to have that. What I can do is put it into secondary. There we go. And I will turn the gold option off. But now anything else I do must be to my banker again.
Speak with me a moment.
If it's this thing. Okay, so if I look at this now, you can see all the recipes, the ones that I don't know, have automatically been put in the bank. And then when I log in with my main, with that in, you can just go to it and go, what's been dropped in the bank? Oh, loads of new recipes and shiny stuff. Boom, 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 boom. Brilliant. Saves a lot of faffing around.
Hello there.
Which is why, if anybody decides to play this game, the banker is probably I'll say one of the few things I won't say insist, but it's like, yeah, you would be so missing out if you don't have that. It just saves so much time. Really does. Because even if you don't have the mod, you can just still, go back. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. I went out the wrong bloody door. There we go. So I was by getting distracted. Yeah, at the very least, I say to people, get the portable banker, because you can do that manually if you really want to. Especially if you've got a decent amount in the bank. Oh, hello. There you go. That's pretty easy. Now, where is it? This. Oh, talk to Targov's ghost, yes.
You have freed me, but my warriors still cry out for an end to their torment.
What did the cultists want with your warband?
I overheard them mention the ruin of Karzog's demise. Whatever they're planning, it is to take place there. But that is not my concern. Now that you have the horn, free my warriors.
How do I do that?
Return the horn to its rightful place atop my tomb in the next chamber. Then my warriors will rest once again.
What if I were to keep the horn?
Then you condemn my warriors to further degradation. Surely you have more honor than that. We no longer belong in this realm. Our battle is over. Let us have peace.
All right, I'm gonna return the horn. I was just curious. Yeah. Like I say, one sort of standard thing I noticed with my characters is like, yeah, I may do sort of, dickish things from time to time, but I can't play characters that are deliberate arseholes. I've tried. I have really, really tried. I can't do it. It just feels so wrong to me. Now, I understand sometimes you can, some players, some people can do it. You know what? That's perfectly fine. It's their way of, not bottling up all the evil stuff and things like that, which is fine. But for me, I can't do it. Like,
Your efforts honor us, champion.
where are you?
I feel the spirits of my warriors return to
Oh.
rest, and so I shall follow.
Okay. See, bro.
Be bold, warrior. The cultists still plague this island.
Oh, it's come from the statue.
You will meet them again, to their sorrow.
It sound the way he was talking and the sort of disappearing type sound, it did sound like there was supposed to be an image there. I'm thinking it didn't spawn. Oh well, an invisible ghosty. It happens. Hey, thank you for the follow there, Robert Cannell. What was that say? Me. So I need to give this something on my. It was telling me about colour errors because of he did because although the add-on is still working, because it's out of date, it sometimes throws up errors that aren't errors. So it's like 90% of the time they're nothing to worry about, but every so often it's like
The spirits have vanished. Their valiant souls rest once again. Quickly, tell me what you found below. We have much to discuss.
I released the spirits, but Karzog's demise is the cult's target.
Cultists have indeed been spotted at Karzog's demise. Their intent is unknown. I will pray for the honored dead, then return to speak with the dead. I fear all will be needed to end the plot.
Yeah. Now, this one I don't have to add too much.
Found you.
Oh, Nicolene, what's the matter?
We need you back at the fortress right now.
What's happening?
Orc scouts sighted Bloodthorn cultists and Karzog's demise.
Oh, look.
Michael's mobilizing the army to go kill them all, but Lambour's worried. She thinks it might be a trap. Did you find out anything?
Well, the cultists seek an alien relic that apparently can raise an invincible army.
That's awful. I'll go find the captain. Get back to the fortress and let Lambour know. Maybe it's not too late.
Okay. Right, so let's go to Stone Tooth. Yeah, I'll do it. That, even though I've selected that as my my teleport visual, that still catches me off guard, that sound, because over the years I've become conditioned to, if I hear that sound, that means there's a dark anchor activating nearby, and I've done that to myself and gone, where's it? That's my dark anchor, you silly banana. So I may change that back just so I don't keep making things a bit. In fact, you know what, let's do that now. Otherwise, I will. It's nice to have, but it's oh, where is it? Skills there. Which would it come under? Customize actions. Here we go. Yeah, I got that through one of the events, wasn't it? So I'm gonna hide that for now, just because I realise I'm getting. It's making my own brain just get twitchy and think there's a dark anchor activating. Plus, I just realised it probably makes other people think the same as well. Good?
You've returned. You have questions.
Those visions I had, how true were they?
You saw possible futures. No path is set. Your actions will influence what is to come.
Alright, fair enough. So that's good to know. What's set? Right. Because that's that's the thing is time travel is a legit thing in this. Now, granted, it's not a very, very common thing and can only generally happen under certain extenuating circumstances, but it is something that has happened a couple of times. You know, plus, you know, seeing the future and altering your fate and all that sort of stuff is another common one. Again, related to the Elder Scrolls, because they are very, very, in fact, they're artifacts. They're very powerful artifacts. So powerful that if you read them, you go blind. Normally.
You're back. Good. Do you know what this cult is planning?
Well, they seek a powerful relic beneath Karzog's demise.
Bloodthorn cultists were sighted at those ruins. Chieftain Tazgol has already taken the army to deal with them. They're walking into a trap.
Ah, you see, the Admiral was right.
Chief Tazgol is leading the orcs toward Karzog's. He's determined to wipe the Bloodthorn cult off Betnikh.
What's wrong? You sound worried. I mean, apart from, possibly everyone else being killed.
Chief Tazgol doesn't see the danger. The Bloodthorns are after an ancient alien weapon that we know nothing about. We must catch up to Tazgol and stop him from rushing in.
Alright. Sounds good.
Quickly, to Karzog's to deal with this threat.
Alright.
Yes, sir.
Mount up. Dun, 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 dun. Now, I can't go too fast because my riding skill on this character is not exactly fully developed. But, oops, no, that's not just. I'm going.
Commander Karsh, what's wrong?
Oh,
The Bloodthorns have raised a spectral army from the depths of the ruins. We can't defeat them.
Get the wounded back to the fortress. We'll put an end to this.
yeah, we can deal with it.
The cultists have somehow sealed the doors with the Welkin stones.
How?
Find a way into the ruins.
The orcs are being routed by a spirit army. The Bloodthorns have tapped into a power I've never seen before.
How do I get inside?
The crystals around the door are activated by 3 Welkin stones in the ruins. I think I can handle one of them, but you'll need to deal with the other 2.
Sounds fair enough. Right. Okay, so I need to. Yep. Okay. So it's sending me over. Yeah, here we go. So there's the first one. There's a spirit. Oh, there's a spirit.
This is no place for the living. Be gone.
See that door over there? I just need to pass through it.
Others entered before you. They have released an ancient evil in the depths of our sanctuary. No more shall pass.
Well, that's the thing. I'm here to end that evil.
On that promise, I will help you to enter our catacombs. Precede me to the door.
Okie dokie. Right. Oh. Okay, this way. Oh, you're there. Good. Follow me. We'll make sure that I attack the wrong spirit as well. Right, you do what you need to do. I'm going. I was over there. And alright, excellent. One down. I think this is the next one. Yeah, that's reasonably close. So there's probably going to be another spirit. There's he? And oh, it's over that side.
Living and yet without a soul. How can this be?
Yeah, my soul was stolen. I will get it back.
Are you one of those who violated our sanctuary?
No, I want to stop him.
Deep within our sanctuary, others have unleashed a force beyond their control. Lead me to the door if you dare to enter.
Alright, follow me. This way. Oh. That's it. Up here. And you go and do your thing. So where are you going? Where you? I go to that one. Okay, good. So we've got 1 active, 2 active. There we go. Right. Well, I've done my job. Has he managed to do? He hasn't, has he? Right. Activate the stone. Speak to the spirit.
Violation. The living desecrate our sanctuary. Death to all.
Wait. I'm here to stop them.
A terror unseen for millennia has been unleashed. Death and eternal torment await all in this land. What hope do you have of stopping forces you cannot understand?
Oh, look, let me inside and I'll try.
You lack a soul. That loss may serve you in good stead inside. Lead the way to the door, and I will help open it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Interesting thing about this is that whilst the character doesn't actually have a soul in the same vicinity as their body, their soul is still intact. It's just, like I say, not in the same geographical location as their physical body, but it is still somewhere. Which is one of the reasons why I'm still able to do stuff like that, because there is a connection, but it's like very, very thin. Which sometimes is an advantage, sometimes it's not.
It's opening. Get ready, everyone.
Okay. And he said he was going to open one of the doors, but he didn't.
Let's move quietly.
Well, it's one of the crystals, I should say.
Let's move.
Did something happen to him? Did he get gobbled up by the... What's going on? Why is he not there? Ugh. And I just broke my ankles.
These look valuable, don't they?
Yes, sir.
Never been in ruins this old before. But there's some good stuff just lying around, free for the taking.
Oh yes, this is the scary woman who poisoned. I'll say poisoned the person who was like cruel to her crew by giving them a poison that basically dissolves your stomach lining and then the rest of your internal organs slowly. Yeah, she's scary. What have you found out?
I overheard cultists talking about a portal. The relic that's causing all the trouble is in there. I lifted a uniform off a cultist who no longer needed it. It's waiting in the bag. Might help you get past some of the ones I left alive.
Thank you.
Get into that uniform and act natural. Should fool some of them at least.
Yes. And yeah, so technically speaking, she is she's on our side. That's the scary thing, is that she is technically on our side. And she considers us okay. So not somebody I really want to be upsetting that much.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. There you go. As he was being absolutely turned into a human kebab. Yeah, I'm going to light daggers as a weapon. I mean, normally I tend to go for like range stuff in most games, but I can see why people use it's like quick fast attacks. Oh, let me find a nice quietish spot so I can level up. There you go. So I think now I can use the. Let's go with the Prophet's dagger because I'm using daggers at the moment. Okay, we'll put that to that. And we have 2 points in this. Let me see. Do we have anything in this? Okay, so it's increasing the extreme bias. I won't worry too much about that. Oh, Abyssal Impact. I think this is... Let me just check my build. Ah, yes, so I do need to have that. So what I'm going to do is put that in there. That goes into there, which still then becomes my, what do you call it, like my buff skill. Except it's now replacing from Rune Blades, but that's fine. And there you go. Use your arms. Actually, what I'll do is I think I'll probably put that on there as a placeholder for now. So I'll level up through these a little bit quicker. See, for weapons, it's going to be dual wield, I think, which is for daggers. See, twin slashes, I think, becomes... Oh, it's quick cloak. That was it. Yes, so I don't have to worry about that until I get blade cloak. So yeah, again, these are just sort of, like I say, placeholders. But what I may do... No, I can't do that because that would use 2 skill points. Improved sneak, windwalker... Stamina recovery, breach medium armor equipped. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm stamina based build. So yes, I can now switch over to like my second bar, but I don't really need to do that because, like I say, I have plans to go with a 1 bar build. But let me just see. So concealed weapon is veiled strike. So I'm going to put that on there for now, just so it's there. And then Relentless Focus is the next one, which is Grim Focus from Assassination. Should be that one, so we can't do anything like that, yeah. And then Inspired Scholar, once I get Tome Bearer's Inspiration up to level 4, which will be that one. So that's another reason why I want to have that on there, is to help level up this skill line a little bit faster. If that's the plan. Again, I do not, must make sure I do not get used to using skills in the second bar for this character, which is gonna make swapping between characters a very sort of weird for a little while, because Valen's a 2 bar character and this one will be a 1 bar character. I'll try and have my... I think what I'm going to try to do for this character as well is... what's only for? Is basically have them so they can do things solo or in a group. Because one of Valen's things that he has is a ring that causes... You can have regeneration on it, which is good if you're doing solo, but it kind of causes... It can cause problems if you're in a group. So I want this particular character to be a little bit more group flexible. Now whether or not I actually end up doing it is another thing. But by having an option, yeah, I can do that. Okay. And I need to go this way. Let's talk to Master... What do we call it? It is Master Kassan. First of all, let's read the book.
The others have gone on ahead. I delayed here to discourage pursuit.
Ah, the others, sir.
Only a little ways ahead. We will be waiting for you.
Best of luck, son. Right. Let's have a look at it. See if there's anything interesting in here.
Oh look, more gloom and death. Follow me. I know a shortcut.
Oh, it's this dude again. The playboy.
One moment, and I'll open this door for you.
Alright.
Let's go!
Alright. Calm you out. What's this? Oh no, I'm going away.
I'm off. Don't get murdered.
Alright, I'm here. I'm here, okay. Oh, and he just disappeared. Lovely. Oh! Toast it! Oh, on fire, on fire, on fire, on fire. On fire again! That's why I said don't get murdered. Yes. Burnt cat fur. I bet that... Oh, and again, I stopped right in front of the freaking nozzle. And that's a lot of health I've lost just from fire. That was... saying nothing about December. Do I have any food? I don't think I do. Oh, maybe I do. Oh, that was a stealth potion. Right, okay. Wrong potion I just used in. Never mind. Ooh, Bob. In a sanctuary. Ooh. Nice. Oh, you managed to find your way in, I see.
What's the plan?
Vardan is in the spirit realm, beyond the portal. He has the relic, and we must get it.
We'll hold here as long as it takes.
Okay, so,
I suspect that Vardan died when the portal closed. The body cannot survive without the soul.
What can you tell me, Nerimo?
The Bloodthorns created a portal to the spirit realm with this Welkin stone. Vardan is on the other side, commanding the spirits slaying the orcs. He's trapped over there since we closed the portal.
How can we stop him?
Without the Breton ritual Vardan used, only one without a soul can cross the portal. That means you.
Like I said, sometimes there's advantages to it.
The Welkin stone, enter the spirit realm, and kill Vardan.
Okay. Alright. Oh. I'm afraid it puts on the ring if it went all weird and grey and weird. Yes, I know I said weird twice. There it is.
You're too late. My army feeds.
Oh! A purple level companion's restoration staff augmented. Oh, that sounds pretty jazzy. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's. I mean, if I, let's say, for example, turned Ember into a like a healer, that would be pretty good item to have. That's staying in the bank. That one definitely is. Very nice.
Hold on, let's think about this.
What's to think about? It killed hundreds of orcs.
The cultist did that. In the right hands, this could defend the Covenant against invaders.
Oh, moral choice coming.
The people who leveled Orsinium.
Yeah. Now, do we destroy the item or do we give it to people? Either way, we're going to piss someone off. I think this is going to have to be a needs of the many type situation here.
The relic, ours at last, for the Covenant.
So you're sure we should keep it?
Yes, keep it and use it. A discovery like this could tip the war in our favor. Think of all the lives we could save.
How would it save lives?
With this relic, our enemies would not dare invade the Covenant. No more pathways out of Skyrim. No Dominion fleets in our waters. Think of the whole ocean here, not just the waves. It's what we must do to protect our people, all our people.
This is starting to sound a lot like, when they were discussing what to do with the One Ring. Like, it could be used to help. It's like, yeah, but this is also a weapon of the enemy.
Destroy the relic now! Didn't you hear the screams as those things consumed the souls of my people?
Yeah, I mean, this is a hard decision. Well, this is not a hard decision. I know which one I'm going with, but for the sake of RP.
It should be an easy one. You must destroy it. Do not hand it to the ones who leveled Orsinium and tried to exterminate all my kind.
Orsinium, what do you mean?
Orsinium used to be the Orc homeland. Breton and Redguard kings have a nasty habit of burning it to the ground. Now the Covenant will solve all our problems. You give them the relic, they'll use it to keep orcs in line. If not now, then one day.
How likely is that?
This object is a curse, a danger to all. It can be turned against anyone as easily as Vardan turned it against the orcs. Unless you want me as an enemy, destroy that thing.
Yeah, I'm not saying, I'm going to go with Lambert on this one. This is one of those, yeah, if it can be used by you, it can be used against you type situations. Banish it. Yeah. You don't want something that powerful being easily used, because as I say, if it can be used by a group of people, it can be used against them. Anyway, back to Stonetooth. Maybe I can go this way. No, let's do it that way. So yeah, it's sometimes the moral choices in this are pretty easy to me. Sometimes they are really what to do. But for me, it's like, yeah, no, that's an easy decision for me to make. But I understand that for some people, the decisions might be like, oh, this is really hard. But that's the thing with moral decisions. Some people find certain ones easy, others don't. And I think that a weapon that can be used to compel and burn souls, so to speak, not something you want to have anybody to have.
What did you decide to do with the relic?
I destroyed it. No one would ever use it again.
The only correct choice. War should be honorable. There is no honor in the use of such a device.
Mm-hmm.
You have saved my tribe and my island. For this, I owe you a great debt.
Thank you.
One less alien relic to plague our world. Good.
What next?
Your actions have revealed a vulnerability. I thought my tribe safe on our island. This Bloodthorn attack proved me wrong. Only you and your friends on the Spearhead united were able to save this island.
What are you asking me to do?
Months ago, Sir Lannis offered membership in the Daggerfall Covenant. I refused. You showed me I was wrong.
Aha.
I would ask you to travel to Glenumbra and give Sir Lannis my petition to join. I've ordered Captain Colleen to sail you there.
So by doing the honourable thing, yes, I may have pissed off a few people, but it's in the long term has also probably caused the orcs to think, you know what? Those people are actually reasonably honourable. I might reconsider their offer. Yes, so I'll forward your petition to join the Daggerfall Covenant. There you go. Well, okay, I need to check something. First of all, it is... Yeah, I think what I need to do, I need to slot one of these skills, because I've got no experience from this, and I need to get at least some passive ones. So I think my next 2 XP points, I'm just going to get into putting into puncturing strikes and just putting that on one of my bars, just so I can at least get some XP from it, because otherwise it's going to take ages. But yeah, I'm fine with that. Oh, my crab. I was eating it. Yeah. Okay, so I think one thing I said I need to do before I do... Actually, what I do is, once because it looks like I'm getting close to the next region. So once we officially sort of start that, I'm going to take a very quick pause from the storyline and go and find a Thief Munderstone to give me a little bit of a semi-permanent buff to my critical chance. Just to make things just a little bit easier. And I suspect that Captain Colleen is not going to be too happy with me. So be it.
I swore never to sail with you again. But Chief Tuzgul has asked me to sail you to Glenumbra, which I will do.
Yeah. No matter what choice I would made, I would have upset someone. Chief Tuzgul is ready to join the Daggerfall Covenant. He asked you to take me to Daggerfall.
Only out of respect for the Chief and for the good of the Alliance, not for you. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, she's not happy with my choice, but like I say,
We've arrived. Welcome to Daggerfall.
That sounded slightly sarcastic. You get Daggerfall. And the funny thing is, my first foray, as it were, into the Elder Scrolls universe was in Elder Scrolls Daggerfall. And to this day, I can still remember pretty much, obviously, the map is slightly more untated around, but still first playing the game. And this was the first game I'd ever played that had like a fast travel system in it. I didn't even know that there was a fast travel system. And I can remember going from like one location to the other was taking me ages. Like this is like sort of pre-internet really as well. So there's no like looking up at it until reading like a magazine. It says like, take your fast travel points here. And I'm like, wait, what fast travel? Son of a biscuit. To give you an idea of how big in scale Daggerfall was for the time, to go from one side of the map to the other without using the fast travel points, if you just did standard walking, things like that, would take 2 weeks-ish. 10 days to 2 weeks. Real time. Yeah. The game at the time was freaking huge. That's why you had to use fast travel. It expected you to use it. But there was... Now, it isn't like this where it's like, oh, that's fair enough. The game's pretty big, but no, this would be something interesting to do along the way. You know, maybe sort of explore ruins or encounter bandits. No, there was not really that much between the different locations. It was just walking, maybe attacking, walking, and so on. So, yeah. So I think if I hadn't found out about that, I probably would have quit playing the game. But it's like, obviously it was meant to be. Right, let's go and talk to this person over here. Where's the stable master? Oh, there you are. There you go. Okay, that's my Templar. My carrying capacity is increased from 18 to 19. So Dennis Sheldon. Hello.
The proud city of Daggerfall greets you. Can I help you with something?
Bring a petition. Chief Tuzgul wishes to join the Daggerfall Covenant.
The Seamount War Chief. Impressive. I don't know what you did to convince him, friend. But you have my gratitude. Well done.
Thank you.
I will take this petition to High King Emmerich immediately. Enjoy your stay in Daggerfall.
Okay. There you go. Right. So yes, we are now in Glenumbra, which is the region of Daggerfall is. But like I say, I think I need to save 2 extra. I'll do those after the Cyrodiil stuff, which gives me a gap speed bonus and a healing spell. Yep. Okay. Right. Oh yeah, I need to save some of my skill points, don't I? Oh well. Oh, the next 2 skill points I will save. But before we do that, like I say, I need to find a Munderstone, the thief one. There's the lady, which is not the one I want. I want the thief. But they're all scattered about all over the place. Okay, so probably the looking at this one, I've got a choice. I can either go to Man of Toll, East March, the Alkia Desert, or Cyrodiil, not Cyrodiil, because Cyrodiil's the PvP zone. So I'm looking at the map. It looks like East March might be the best one to go to, because I think it's reasonably close to. No. Yeah, because where is it? It is... where is it? It is somewhere over here. There you go. Of the thief. So, looking at this, I need to find... no matter which one I go to, it's going to be a long journey. So I have to go through that way and then go all the way around there. But the other one, let's have a look at Malabtol. Okay, so Malabtol, that is over there. Now, looking at this, I actually have a house reasonably close down. So it looks like that this might be the... I mean, it's still a little bit of a journey. I've got to go all the way over there. But or I can just go boop and then go... If I'm actually looking at the map. Yeah, looking at those two, it looks like it's going to be better to go round. So sort of that way. So it's... I bet it's going to be like cliffs and shit there. So yeah, let's go to that. And we'll come back here afterwards. Also, yeah, note to self, I also need to save 2 skill points. I know what they're for. They are for, you know what, I'm going to do a quick respec on my skills. Do that now. I think I've got a respecer scroll. Attribute, Crown Experience, Gold Coast. Experience. That's attribute points. Don't have to worry about that. Right, let's just summon my banker. I'm sure I've got like a skill point thing in here somewhere.
I help you.
Let's have a look. Right, let's have a look. See, I think I've got a skill one slotted away. Right, here we go. Research, clothing, woodworking. Skill respec. There we go. I knew I had some. Right. So let's just do that. Okay. So let's take it. Let's take 1 point from there for now. Yeah. Let's take 1 from there for now. Keep that there. Close it. Ideally, I want to have 4 so I can put 2 into that one as well. So let's have a look at medium armor, and yeah, let's take your arm from there. So that gives me the 4 skill points. There we go. So then what I can do is I can put 1 into that, which I think will probably be a... I may have to move it to one of the other ones, but that's fine for there for now.
Greetings.
Yeah, and let's see if there's anything I can just put anything else I want to put in there. Yeah, the poison. Poisons are good, but not for this particular character. Skill respec can go back in. That can go in there, don't they? Attribute ones. There you go. Right, so let's just use some of those, and then let's put... What's that one? That's the... Yeah, let's put that in the auto consume, so when it runs out the new one will pop off, which is helpful.
Hello there.
Okay, right. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to need to go from here all the way over to...
What kind of trouble we getting into?
And I think I'm just going to go to the... what do you call it? That one. So yeah, looking at this... Actually, no, I might be able to get away with going that way. Might be able to get where we're going. Okay, so we'll take the North Road. We will take the North Road. And then if that doesn't work, well, then we'll head back. And we'll get some little bits of experience as well. Oh, there's a book there. There you go. And this is not like we're not like officially visiting this area, but we just happen to be passing through. But we will be coming to this area at some point, like in an official capacity. See, that sound. That sound, Dark Anchor. That's why I changed my. That's why I changed my my teleport in glamour, because hearing that sound makes me go, "There's a Dark Anchor nearby." I suspect others will probably do the same as well. So we'll go past that. We've got that way shrine discovered, which is helpful. So yeah, now we've got to go this way, which is one of the sort of ones. There's a lot of windy things because there's a lot of big trees and stuff around here. Oh, apparently there are vampires as well. Okay. There we go. Oh, actually, because there you go. Oh, let's try that again. Lots of dead bodies around here, which is a bit disconcerting. And some zombies as well. You've got sleepy time now. Nice. Then if I go around here, deal with these zombies. Was it that lava? The flesh fire lavas. I think are like good for like I think fishing, if I remember rightly. Or at the very least, alchemical components. No, take shell. Oh, no, thank you. Yay. Oh god, yeah, there's a... That's how you get down there. I captured excited laughter. So, I don't want to go too far to the north, but I am going to have a look to see if anyone's fighting the world boss. But I am definitely not at the point where I could handle them solo. But then could for probably most of them, but this character, no, definitely not at that level yet. But I want to have a look to see if there's anyone there. Yeah, you see that 1.8. Yeah, that's a no. Okay, deal with this ghosty. No! None of that, thank you. Lots more ectoplasm. Nice. So this is something I'm not sure about, because looking at the map, there might be cliffs here. Trying to think. It's sometimes tricky to say. So what I need to do is I need to head down the coast a little bit. Oh, wow, there we go. Oh.
Am I in trouble? Sorry, I just always...
No, I think I've got... Okay, now you've got 2 rings. Alright, fair enough. That's good to know. I know that jewelry for companions aren't exactly common. Although her build is pretty decent, actually. Okay. So yeah, looking at that... Oh wait, stop it. Yeah, it's looking like there might be... I might have to take a sort of double back on myself. Oh, maybe not, maybe not. Okay, so... oh! Okay, it's not exactly what I planned, but that will do. Right, so I need to go to that island over there. Yep, there you go. I'm getting pretty close to it. It's like it's coming up on the compass. I just got to get there. I wonder, can I? I don't have the Blade of Woe yet. Damn it! That's another reason why I need to join the Assassins. Sorry, the Dark Brotherhood. Is because if you join them, you get access to the Blade of Woe, and the Blade of Woe is a very, very snazzy instant kill. Doesn't work on bosses, but it's a good thing to have. You got the Thief. Weapon and spell critical strike ratings. Yes, please. There we go. So we now have... Now this is, I'll say, it says it's a permanent, but it's not actually a permanent buff because you can change it whenever you want to. Oh, I'll take all those, thank you very much. Yes, lots of good stuff. So we need to head back now to Daggerfall, which is all the way over there. And I think I need to go to... I have a house there, which is very, very helpful. So I was gonna save up for that one, but it's like it's like 1, 2, 3. I don't need 3 in Daggerfall, even though that one there is quite nice. I won't deny that. No joke over with it. Oh, fair enough. Right, I'm gonna go quickly top up my water. 1 second. So yeah, I've started taking new antihistamines on Friday, and let's just say that Friday, after watching First Contact and stuff like that, was when I took them. Excuse me. I spent probably half of Saturday asleep. These things are strong, and like last night, for example, I went to bed about 10, and I think allowing sort of half an hour or so for me to get to properly asleep, I woke up just gone 7, which may sound not that impressive, but considering for the past couple of weeks, I have been averaging probably about 4 to 5 hours sleep a night. So it was a bit of a shock to my system, to the point where, like, I think I had like two nights worth of sleep in one night. I was like, wait, what? So it's like these things are good. They are strong, but I think that that's some of the strongest you can get without going a prescription from the doctor. But oh, they make me drowsy. They really do. I cannot deny how effective they are. Okay. Oh, there's a book over here. Where is it? Oh, it's in here. Okay. Road of Morlock. Right. Oh, you can go to the Harbridge, which is the Prophet's little den in which he abides. So, this is like the zone story. Once the Prophet was a man of vigor and strength. It was level 16. Okay. Okay, I think I know what's happened. Because I went to another zone, it's balked something. So I'm gonna have to pretend I've restarted it. So yeah, because sometimes you have to go to certain spaces, certain places even, to trigger off events. If you don't go to them in the right order, it can confuse things. Right. Okay. So the Prophet should be appearing here. I might have to... Something's gone wrong. Yeah, something has gone wrong. Oh, okay, so yeah, oh, right. Okay, so yeah, I see what's happened, yeah. Because there's two places he can appear, and it's... I've already set him off in the... Yeah, okay, I see what's happened. Yep, I see what's happened. Because the last time I arrived at this city, I went through one entrance, so it set it off there. But the guys expected me to go through that way. So that's kind of my fault. There he is.
There you are, Vestige. We must speak at once.
Hello, Prophet.
Listen well. I have located a safe harbor from which we might plan our course of action. You must meet me there.
Let me guess. Is it the place I went to earlier and you weren't there? The Harbridge, you might call it.
I awoke in a city of Bretons, its air heavy with the smells of baked bread, horses, and intrigue. Daggerfall. The Harbridge is in an abandoned cave outside the city.
I know it. I will meet you there. Take that whilst I'm here. There you go. Oh, treasure chest. Oh, yeah. Come on.
What did you find? Let me see.
An Iron Curious of Magicka, which I don't think is going to be relevant for me, but yeah, because it's heavy and it adds Magicka. So that's not exactly something that is relevant for me, because I would use medium and stamina stuff. And there we go. So I think if I go down here, go around here. I think I might have to go all the way up around there though, by the looks of it. Yep, I'm going to have to go to the upper level. Apparently not, I have to attack this wolf. You know what? Go away. Okay, there we go. Makes things a little bit easier. Right, is there another treasure chest over there? There might be. There is not. There's the harborage, so we've basically gone the very long way around. Okay, easy enough. Ah, yes. New cave. I'm pretending to visit here earlier. Very handy in growing like lichen and stuff like that.
Familiar footfalls. Come closer, Vestige.
Hello.
Welcome to the harborage, Vestige. This is as comfortable a home as an old dried-up husk like myself could hope for.
How did you find it?
Despite my blindness, nay, because of it, my other senses seem to have heightened. This place had the right smell about it.
When you first appeared to me in Cold Harbor, you spoke of my destiny?
Indeed, but let us not get ahead of ourselves. Without an understanding of where we are bound, every road will get us nowhere. Before we truly understand our destination, we must speak of the past.
A history lesson.
Of a sort. I invite you to enter my mind and walk with me through visions of the past, that you might understand the events that brought us to this time, this moment.
Ooh, there's some lore. Okay.
Enter my mind, Vestige, and walk with me through the shadows of past events.
Cool. Right. I think I like even Embers come along as it goes. Kind of the flip is going on here. Oh. I'm hoping that's snow.
Follow me, Vestige, and learn of the events that precipitated our current crisis.
Basically, why?
Part of the story began when I awoke on the steps of the Abbey of the Moth Priests, with no memory of my prior life.
Well, that sucks.
The Moth Priests took pity upon me and brought me into their fold. I was weak and near death. It was there I first set eyes upon the Elder Scrolls and devoted my life to their study.
Oh yes, the Elder Scrolls. That might explain why he's blind.
The scrolls allowed me to glimpse the very fabric of reality, but each profound insight dimmed my vision and eventually left me permanently blinded to the light of the world.
Mm-hmm. That's one of the common side effects of about reading them. You gain access to basically infinite knowledge, but you see less afterwards, ironically.
The prophecies of the Elder Scrolls are a fluid living thing. They are not fixed. At many points throughout history, the actions of heroic mortals have rewritten them.
Mm-hmm. Now, what does that have to do with me?
I only know that you are important, Vestige. The scrolls reveal to me that your destiny is intertwined with that of the Five Companions.
Who are the Five Companions?
The Five Companions were a band of adventurers who sought out an ancient artifact called the Amulet of Kings. They hoped to use this artifact to persuade Akatosh, the dragon god, to accept their leader as one of the Dragonborn.
Dragonborn? Where have I heard that before? It's like, Dragonborn?
The Dragonborn are mortals destined for greatness, with the blood of the dragons in their veins. It is said that only a true Dragonborn could ignite the eternal dragon fires in the Imperial City.
Who was his leader?
Baron Aquilarius, the son of a Colobian duke, who led a rebellion against the Emperor Leovic and took the crown himself. Alas, Veron was not truly a Dragonborn, as those who sit upon the ruby throne must be, in accordance with tradition.
Okay, go on.
You have already heard enough babbling from this old blind fool. It is time you met the Five Companions yourself and witnessed their fate.
Okay. Show me, oh ghostly being. Although this is...
Companion, Lyris Titanborn, daughter of giants, was the mightiest warrior in the service of the Emperor.
Oh, yes, we've met Lyris.
Next, Abner Tharn, a powerful sorcerer and Grand Chancellor to the Imperial Elder Council. The Red Guard Swordmaster, Sai Sahan, leader of the Imperial Dragon Guard.
Okay.
The Imperial Emperor, Varen Aquilarius, who attempted to light the dragon fires and failed.
Oh, that sucks.
And finally, Manamarco, the traitor, the King of Worms, a powerful necromancer, and your executioner.
Oh, so he's the guy who removed my soul from my body, is he? Wait 1 second. No, their memories. Damn it.
These were the 5 companions who set out from the Imperial City on an epic quest to recover the lost Amulet of Kings.
So how could the Amulet of Kings turn Varen into one of the Dragonborn?
Marco convinced Varen that the amulet could be used to perform a ritual that would rekindle the dragon fires. He claimed this would please Akatosh and entice him to adopt Varen as one of the Dragonborn.
Why did Varen want to be Dragonborn?
By tradition, only the Dragonborn can lay claim to the Ruby Throne and rule as the one true Emperor by divine right. Varen conquered Cyrodiil and took the throne, but unless he became Dragonborn, he feared he'd always be thought of as a pretender.
Okay, tell me about Manamarco, the guy who ended me.
Manamarco the traitor, the great enemy, the most powerful necromancer this world has ever known.
Lovely.
The worm cult infiltrates and corrupts every corner of Tamriel. It was he who convinced Varen to perform the ritual you are about to witness.
What happened when they performed the ritual?
Disaster, war, and pestilence.
Lovely.
A world brought to its knees. Now watch and see how one man's arrogance brought about the greatest threat our world has ever known.
Oh, sounds about typical, but okay, let's go and see it happen, as it were.
There it is.
See, Lyris, see how tall the other characters are. Lyris is freaking massive. She's a big lady.
The Amulet of Kings will rekindle the dragon fires and ensure your rightful place as Emperor. You have my word.
It better work, Manamarco, or you'll find your neck at the business end of my axe.
Hey.
My lord, I wonder if you'd muzzle your half-giant pet. She really is annoying.
Enough!
Oh, I forgot he did the voice for that.
Rightful claim to the Ruby Throne.
Abner, begin the ritual. I have a
Yeah, Abner Tharn, voiced by...
fires, I claim my rightful lineage. By the fires of creation...
Oh, I forget his name.
By the will of Akatosh, I proclaim myself Dragonborn.
Varen Aquilarius, you are no heir to Elysia. You will pay for your sacrilege. The veil between Tamriel and Oblivion tears and splits asunder.
Alfred Molina, there we go.
The sky is opening up. This is bad. This is very bad.
Hmm.
This isn't supposed to happen. What's the meaning of this? Manamarco, what have you done?
Gullible fools! The veil between Oblivion and this world has been torn. My master, Moloch Baal, is free to claim Tamriel for his own.
He pulled a sneaky.
Forgive me! Have mercy on our souls!
And Marco's a very naughty boy.
The ritual tore the veil between Nan and Oblivion, allowing Manamarco to begin stealing the souls his master needed to power the dark anchors and initiate the plane melt.
Which is where we came in, because we were one of the souls sacrificed to power this process. So what went wrong?
Akatosh gave Elysia the Amulet of Kings as a symbol of his covenant with Nan. So long as the amulet remained in the care of Elysia's heirs and the dragon fires remained lit, Tamriel would be protected from the Daedra.
Nice. So what happened next?
Manamako tricked Varen into breaking the Covenant, and the veil between Oblivion and Nan was torn. The Elder Scrolls named this event the Soul Burst. It gave Molag Bal the opportunity to disconnect the souls of Nan from their hosts.
There we go, yeah, so that's what happened to us as the main NPC. Main plan character. So what happened to the other companions?
Varen was lost. In the chaos of the moment, Sai Sahan took the Amulet of Kings and fled. Leris was captured by Manamako and delivered to Cold Harbor, the realm of Molag Bal.
What about Abner Tharn and Manamako?
Tharn remains Chancellor of the Elder Council, and his daughter Clivio rules as Empress Regent. But the true power remains in the hands of Manamako and his worm cult.
So how did you end up in Cold Harbor?
When I discovered the truth about the 5 companions, I made subtle inquiries, but apparently not subtle enough. Manamako got word of my interests and abducted me. He took me to Cold Harbor, where I remained a prisoner until you freed me.
I obviously saw you as a threat.
The truth is always a threat to evil men.
Manamako
feared I would reveal his treachery, and if knowledge of Nan's vulnerability were to become known, it could threaten his master's schemes. Molag Bal does not favor loose ends. Walk with me.
Alright.
Long ago it was written, so long as the Amulet of Kings was borne by Alessia's heirs, Tamriel would be protected from the forces of Oblivion. But the Soul Burst tore the veil between worlds and gave Molag Bal the opportunity he desired.
Yes, Manamako needs a slap.
Molag Bal's dark anchors pierced the torn veil and seemed to draw near into the depths of Cold Harbor. These terrible engines of destruction all throughout Tamriel.
So the whole point is they literally grab hold of the world and, I suppose hypothetically, if enough of them's active, yep.
He will merge our world and his own in a terrible plane meld.
There we go.
Few will survive the ordeal, and those that do will be enslaved for all eternity.
And we can't be having that.
And so it falls to us, Vistage. We must stop Molag Bal and his dark anchors, or our world is doomed. And now history seems to have caught up with us. Shall we return to the harborage?
Yeah, let's get back to your place.
As you say.
Even though technically we're in your mind at the moment, but you know. Yes. Oh, Ember's still a ghosty.
And so it begins. The remainder of the story has yet to be written. It is your story now.
Well, you've given me a lot to think about.
And there is so much to do. But know this, you will not walk this path alone.
So what's our next move?
We must grow in strength and in numbers. You will need more than the company of an old blind man to alter the course of history. We must assemble our own group of companions. The first you have already met.
Lyris?
Lyris sacrificed her own freedom to allow us to escape. She remains a prisoner in Cold Harbor. I must determine her precise location if we are to mount a rescue. That will take time.
So, what should I do in the meantime?
Minamako's agents leave a web of lies and deceit. They pit the races of Tamriel against one another and divert their attention from the real threat. Seek out these agents, wherever they can be found, and expose their lies.
So, in other words, just basically go out and do some leveling. I'll do what I can.
Forgive me.
Ooh.
To my mind seems to have taken quite a toll on me. I must rest. I will contact you when the time is right. Until then, walk in the light, Vistage.
Okay. Dagger. Nice. Some daggers. That's very good. Thank you. Right. Okay, let's do this first of all. Let's go with... I mean, it does give me... it gives me magicka, not stamina, but, you know, I'll take what I can. I would definitely take those daggers gladly. What I'll probably do as well is I'll equip that. Yes. And that one, again, it's light stuff, but I'm not going to worry too much. Let's just for a giggle, I'm going to put a bow on the secondary bar, even though just so there's something in that slot there, so I don't have to worry about it. Okay. So we're now level 16. Yay! Let's go with that one for no particular reason. So we now have Boon of the Thief. Okay, so we've got four points here. Okay, cool. So I need to save 2. What's it? I've got 2 there to help me do some leveling up on that one. In fact, what I may do is actually I'm gonna put that on there. There you go, just to help level it up. Subclassing. I really do like the subclassing as a thing. I really do. So dual wield. Again, I'm thinking more about the passives right now. Weapon spell damage. Yeah, we'll go with that. Let's see what the racial stuff. Khajiit skills. Auto robustness. Yep. Recovery. So I'll save those 2. And I know those 2, if I remember rightly, gives me 2 very handy skills. I think it's Mage Guild gives me Persuasion, and Fighter's Guild gives me Intimidation, which can be used in certain quests to bypass certain things. So it makes some quests a little bit shorter if you have access to them. So even if you never want to do any Thieves Guild, any Mages Guild or Fighters Guild stuff, you want to get those 2 skills, even if you don't use anything else in those trees. Which is probably what's going to happen with this. So we'll now go back to Daggerfall. Let's have a look at something. That one. Okay, so yeah, I get. Okay, so I can do some. You know, we'll be focusing primarily on stamina. Some of my abilities do use magicka, so. Not a major problem, it just means I've got to be a bit more.
Seek me by the cliffs outside Daggerfall.
Dude, I just freaking left the Harbridge, okay? Fine, you know what? I'll come to you when I'm ready, right? It's just because I'm at the right level, that's all it is. It's like it's like every 5 levels or something. Okay. So it said Blood and the Crescent Moon. There's a corpse. Oh, lovely. Britain corpse has knife wounds on its back and sides, and a vicious green ichor cakes the edge of the wound. Ugh. And valuables have been taken, but a scrap of parchment remains. Grocer, 3 blood oranges. Tailor, crescent emblem cloak. Forest, black roses with thorns. Interesting. I heard a kitty cat. Oh, there it is. There's the kitty cat. Sitting right on the edge of the... And of course they like to sit up high so they can survey their kingdom. That is so true. They do like sitting up in high places. Looks like I have to go into the... Yep, I have to go into that building. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, what I do need to do is... No, don't do that. I need to speak to you.
Interested in a set of new clothes? Something in silk, perhaps? No one ever leaves my shop empty-handed.
I'm looking for a cloak with a crescent emblem.
I'm afraid those aren't for sale. The crescent moon is the heraldry of the Casimir family, the rulers of Daggerfall.
Why would a dead man write that on a note?
Dead? Rugged fellow had a dog? That's Roy. Well, that was Roy. I'm sorry he's dead, but I'm not surprised. If you figure out what Roy knew and who killed him, I'm sure someone will reward you. It's also a good way to get yourself killed.
Were you and Roy good friends?
I guess. I liked Roy. He watched out for the merchants around here. And in exchange, we helped Roy.
Okay.
I listened and let Roy know what people were saying. If we ever told him something important, Roy made sure the right people were informed.
Gotcha. So it sounds like he was a not an informant, but you know, just someone who kept his ear to the ground, so to speak. Like I've got to speak to a beggar called Matthew next.
Nobody cares about us poor beggars. Could you help me? I'm next. I know I'm going to be next.
Next for what?
Murder. My friends are already dead, but the Watch doesn't care. What's one less beggar? We're nothing to them. But if someone found the killer...
Okay. Where should I start looking?
Start in the Trade District alleys. That's where old Gian was murdered just yesterday. Maybe Lieutenant Dubois will give you a reward if you do his job for him.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It's a terrible thing to be poor. You're invisible. No one cares.
And that's the truth. Another cat. Okay. So looking like I'm going to go over here. Go to Diane.
Flowers for sale. A posy to gain a sweetheart's favor, perhaps?
Tempted, but not today, I'm afraid. I found a body in the water near the mill wheel. He carried his list.
Oh, that's a pity. Well, now this is a mess.
What do you mean?
I'm taking a chance here. Sometimes I hear strange things, like what's on that note. Black roses with thorns. I've heard whispers of dark nature magic. That's just the kind of thing Roy, your dead man, would be interested in.
How did Roy become involved in all this?
With the note? I don't know. That's just what Roy did. He would find out things. Daggerfall has many eyes and ears. After all, information is cheaper than war.
Yeah, makes sense, yeah. City like this.
Welcome, friend. You can't get better fruits or vegetables anywhere in Daggerfall. I guarantee it.
I found this list. Do you have free blood oranges? That sounds like a covert thing. You know, like they're doing like spy films and dramas and stuff like that. It's like, hello merchant, I would like to purchase free blood oranges.
Look, I don't want any trouble. That's a phrase used by the kings and towns.
There we go.
He's going to get killed.
Right.
I don't want to know anything more. Just leave me out of this.
I have a few other phrases to ask about.
I said leave me alone. Take your questions and go. I'm not involved in this. This sounds like something that Roy would want to know about.
Yeah, unfortunately there's a problem with that. Roy's dead. Roy's dead. Right. Now we're just going to examine the blood-fawn cultist. So before we do that, I need to go in the... where is it? Clothing station, here we go. That's it. Oh, there's a lot of bits and pieces in here I've picked up along the way. Well, that's a good way to level up, so... And also break things down into components, so... So we've done that one. Where's the next one? Blacksmithing, here we go. Deconstruct. Refine first of all, so yeah. Those messages are coming up out of some of the research I did on my Templar that I was playing over the weekend to help get the skills up that I needed. We can get. Okay, I've got. Also frees up a bit of space in the bank as well then. Okay, oh, there's the body. And spine was twisted. Ooh! Spine was twisted several times before he died. The attacker must have been incredibly strong. Lovely. So not only was it done once, it was done several times. Again, I heard a kitty cat. Where is it? It is. And the ghost chicken. Nice. Shiftless Gavin, what a name.
Get out of here. It'll kill you too.
And that sounds a lot like Liam O'Brien from Critical Role. What's going on?
It's a monster, I tell you. A monster.
Yeah, that's Liam.
Shreds its victims with claws and fangs. It'll kill anyone that crosses its path. There's a dead man in the south alley, but he's no beggar. He's one of those Bloodthorn cultists.
Tell me more about the monster.
The beast prowls along the river's edge and hunts in the alleys. It doesn't eat what it kills. It just slaughters and leaves the corpses for the rats. It's the curse of Camlorn. I want no part of this evil.
Curse of Camlorn?
Haven't you heard? Everyone's talking about it. The town of Camlorn's been taken over by an army of werewolves.
Lovely.
Look at me like that. I heard Damien and Fabian talking about it.
Werewolves. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Lycanthropy. Right. So I've seen if there's a... Oh, there is. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
Looks like it's your lucky day.
Yeah, I've got a purple, what do you call it? Archaeology lead, which is nice.
It was a monster. It tore out Guillaume's throat and disappeared into the river. It was hideous.
There we go. Still sabatons of stamina. Ooh. Nah, I'll keep what I've got. Oh, there we go. Adric Spears increased to 3. So yeah. Let's check something.
You're dangerous, huh?
Okay, so yeah, I think just I'm going to keep that on the bar. Even if I don't actually use it, just keeping it on there will help to level it up. Like I said, I can always respec my skill points once I've got up to the level I want, so that point doesn't get wasted. And I can either use one of my scrolls or just visit a particular shrine that allows me to respec my skills. That does take gold though, unfortunately, but yeah, not a big deal. Only a big deal if you do it lots of times.
Welcome to Daggerfall. Move along.
You sound awfully familiar, sir. I have information from Roy.
Roy? Where is he? Why did he send a stranger in his place?
Bear in mind that obviously when this game first came out, it didn't have the budget for audio and stuff like that. So it was a common practice, especially in some of like the other Elder Scrolls games, to have one person or a small-ish team of people voicing multiple people. The downside is like when you're in the early game areas, there is definitely a tendency to keep hearing the same voice actor again and again. But you know, run with it. So yeah, just sort of brush that to one side. It's because otherwise I have to go through everyone and then recast them. It's like, and then that's not fair to the original actor because it's like they just wanted some variety. So I get why it's done, but it still makes me giggle every now and then. Because if they recast, I'm pretty sure there's probably like a thing in the contract that, like, if they get like the characters that they act and they voice get redone, there's probably like a sort of like a clause to say, well, you're gonna have to pay me extra or something like that because you're, getting rid of their work that they've done for no valid reason. Now, obviously, if the actor, and this is kind of something that's been in the voice actor community, I've noticed for certain games because of the whole AI things, is if they get recast, they generally will either do one of two things. One, they'll be like, okay, we'll recast from this point onwards, or, depending upon the game and how much time or whatever they want to do, they will get through all of the lines again, which, as you can imagine, can be a bit of a pickle. But that's generally because there's been like a breach of contract on someone's end. But it's Also, why waste money if you've got like an actor and you're like, well, we've got you for like another 3 days. Why not voice some of these lines?
Dead. His hands. Let me look at that note. It's our code, all right. Someone who uses dark nature magic is planning to assassinate King Casimir. But who's behind this? I need to know more.
Also, if I remember correctly, I think this game came out like a couple of years or so before Critical Role got really big, and the people who, in fact, that's basically how a lot of them they met. Now the whole thing of them being nerdy as voice actors. So if they worked on the same projects, yeah, they probably would have get to know each other, maybe play a game or two, and then it goes from there. But hearing people whose voices are so familiar in multiple places, it's like, oh, okay. I can get more information.
Just don't try to play me for a fool. But with Roy dead, I don't seem to have much of a choice. Talk to Grenna Grakush at the Rosy Lion Inn. If Roy was onto something, she'll know what to do. Betray us and, well, she'll still know what to do.
I'll talk to Grenna. Okay. I'm going to go down. I'm going down to the Mages Guild, and this is one of the reasons why I want to save. What do you call it? Save one of the skill points was to get the persuasion skill from the Mages Guild. So it looks like that's what we're doing now.
The lattice clockwise. Oh, no.
Lots of bookshelves.
Welcome to the Mages Guild. Is there something I can help you with?
I would like to know more about the guild and how to join.
Oh, good. We're always on the lookout for new members. We're lore keepers across the face of Tamriel. Guild members seek out books, tomes, and ancient scrolls in their travels. Perhaps you'd like to join.
That's why I'm here.
Always a pleasure to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanus will be pleased.
So what can you tell me about the Mages Guild?
We're book hunters, of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The Guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge and the acquisition of new tomes. And
without meaning to sound rude, what do I get in return?
We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members. And from time to time, projects crop up for those with an adventuresome spirit. You may end up working with the Guildmaster himself.
Ooh, well, I'm ready to join.
Excellent. Allow me to welcome you as a student of the Guild. I suggest you begin by talking to Velast, our mistress of Incunabula. She's at the back.
What a great name.
For new recruits. Good luck.
Thank you. And they gave me 50 gold as well as a complimentary gift. Thank you. Right. Learn the persuasive will skill. So I got a guild. So, yeah. It's only one skill point, but it allows you to persuade NPCs in certain conversations. Very, very useful skill to have. So before I go over that, I'm going to also look at every single bookshelf in here. For the reasons I've mentioned multiple times before.
Finally, I was beginning to think you'd never show up here.
Basically, looking at bookshelves gets you knowledge. Sometimes it'll be skill knowledge, sometimes it'll be lore knowledge. Like for example, there I just got provisioning knowledge. So obviously there's some cookbooks on that shelf. And most of the time it is just lore stuff, which it goes into your in-game library, which I believe you can access under collections, if I remember correctly. Journal, maybe? Oh, you got your journals, you've got quests, antiquities, lore library, achievements. So yeah, it'll be under the lore library. And there's a lot of books that you can find in the game. It's Shadowdoor's library, Desert Lore. As you can see, there are 1,879 books in the game. I believe by the very nature of it, you can't get every book on every character. But I think for the account, you can do. I think. That's one of the reasons why you see me doing stuff like that often, just mainly because I want to. And also the skill buffs. That's a nap. Yeah, construction stuff. It's not a huge amount, but it all adds up very, very nicely. Yes, it is.
Yes, that's just in line with the third law of arcanodynamics.
See, heavy armor. Interesting. Oh, sorry, sir. I'm just getting a skill 9 heavy armor because it's like, ooh, that's how it works.
Well met, Adept. I believe I may have a task for you.
What can I do for you?
New members of the Lifeblood of the Mages Guild, especially for retrieval missions. I've received word about a possible store of ancient knowledge in a ruin nearby. I'd like you to retrieve it for me.
Where is this?
Along the coast to the north lies the Aliad ruin known as Silum.
Aliad ruins.
Please investigate the ruin and bring back any interesting books you can find.
Sure.
The ruins of Silum are a dark and dangerous place. Tread carefully, Adept.
Okay. I'll be careful. So I think I'm rightly... I've got to save the other point for the Fighters Guild. Where's the other? New person to speak to? Lieutenant Dubois.
I've never seen the citizens so agitated. Even the beggars seem nervous these days.
You sound familiar as well. Different person though. I need to talk to you about the back alley murders. It was a werewolf.
A werewolf killed those beggars? You're certain?
Yes.
Damn. I shouldn't have ignored Matthew when he came to me. Take this as a reward, but say nothing. People are nervous enough as it is. I promise not to dismiss the concerns of the poor again.
Okay.
I learned a hard lesson. I won't turn away anyone who's in trouble again. Not on my watch. Not even a beggar.
Good. Yeah, I think I mentioned it last time, but I'm pretty sure that all the Critical Role cast have a voice in this game at some point. Like, even just like a couple of basic lines. Like I know Liam does. I know Matt does because I'm pretty sure that guard was one of them. I know Sam does. I definitely know that Travis does and Laura does. And I'm talking like the base game, not like stuff that's later on. And I don't want to think that doesn't is possibly say Marisha, but I accept I may be wrong on this one because obviously there's a lot of NPCs. So it's like sometimes it can be like easy to lose track of who you've spoken to and where their voices are. But it wouldn't surprise me if they've all got their own. Oh, here you go.
So long since I was in the field. Welcome to the Fighters Guild. You look like the capable sort. Have you come to answer the Guildmaster's challenge?
I'm sorry, the challenge?
The Worthy Crusade of the Fighters Guild.
Yes.
Surely you've heard of it. We have a new Guildmaster and a new singular purpose. Why don't we talk about it for a moment?
Hey, that sounds good. Let's talk about the Fighters Guild.
I can tell we'll be drawing blades together soon enough. Now, what can I tell you?
First of all, oh yes, this is stuff like wow, that is one heck of a gold sink right there. You get?
Our new Guildmaster is an Argonian named Sees-All Colors. She has us all hunting down the Daedra and their dark anchors. You might have seen them already. Enormous chains fall from the sky. Plagues of Daedra.
I've encountered them, yes.
Countryside.
Again, that means to be rude or presumptuous. What does one get in with? What does this one get in return for joining the Fighters Guild? And I'll just sit back into the Khajiit voice again.
Excellent question. We train our members in special techniques, and the higher-ups are always looking for motivated members to help with special projects. You never know when the council will come looking for more hands.
All right, I'm in.
Then let me welcome you as an associate of the Fighters Guild. Get out there and take the fight to the Daedra. You're in luck, too. Sees-All Colors herself is here, upstairs.
Cool.
She often has tasks for new recruits. Why don't you introduce yourself?
I think I will do. Thank you very much. Yep. There's Fighters Guild. Honestly, leveling the Fighters Guild one is pretty is pretty easy because it says destroy dark anchors, which are the the chain things that come down, or killing Daedra or undead. And so just by playing the game, you will passively, if you take part in the activities and stuff like that, you probably will passively level that one quite easy. The Mages Guild one is leveled up by finding books, reasonably easy to do. Again, you probably don't want to sort of go out of your way to do it unless you're trying to clear off one particular area, but there are some people who would do it, but there's more than enough to level you up. Thieves Guild is basically done as you would expect. Commit crimes, complete heists and aid your guildmates. Exactly how you think it would happen. So now that I've got those two done, from this point on, I do not have to really worry too much about keeping points to one side. But like for the Adric Spear, I will definitely need to probably keep at least 4 kind of to the side for these 2 passives, but it's going to be a while before, I need to have Adric Spear up at level, was that 39? So it's level 6 now. So it's going to take a while before it gets there. What I want to do is I want to see as well is I want to see if I can move this to there and if it will get any okay, so I'm at 42. I have to remember that. Because if I can keep that on there and it will still level, the Adric Spear, then I will keep it there just so it's got slotted. Okay, that's that one done. Go upstairs. Where's the upstairs bit? It's right by here. Okay. Ooh, a bookshelf. Hello. Oh, sorry, Guildmaster. I just want to look at your bookshelf.
Comrade, we have need of you. Will you fight by our side?
Sorry, I got distracted. Like, once again, I love the design of the Argonians. What did you have in mind?
The Guild has accepted an unusual contract. We've agreed to eradicate Daedric anchors when they drop from the sky. Wherever they appear, Molag Bal's minions soon follow.
What would you have me do?
As we speak, 2 of my guardians investigate rumored anchor sites. Merrick and Aleph are the best the Guild has to offer. Meet up with them outside of Daggerfall. You can proceed from there.
I'll see it done.
I know you'll change the river's course, comrade. They're investigating the wilds nearby at Riverden Falls.
Okay. I mean, the Fighters Guild isn't exactly a big place, but it doesn't need to be. Yeah, it's more like just sort of like a recruitment hall. I know. I'm on the job, right? Okay, suspect swineherd. No. Where is he? Oh, there he is.
Thieves! Daggerfall is full of them. They steal anything that's not nailed down. They even stole my livestock.
Wait, you were robbed?
This was no simple robbery. It was grand larceny, and I know who did it. The Font stole my glutton. He's been itching to put my prized pig on his menu. Serve him up in a stew.
That was a pig.
Glutton's missing, and I just know Lafont took him.
So you have a pig, which is fine. I'm not gonna, but you called your pig Glutton. That is either one of the worst names for a pig, or one of the best names for a pig. But you know what? It doesn't matter because somebody stole your pig. But I mean, have you actually reported this to the Watch?
They said to take it up with the magistrate, but that takes too long. Poor Glutton doesn't have that much time. I need someone to rescue him before he becomes a ham sandwich.
I'm sorry. Sorry. I can help you find your pig. Again, I'm slipping into the Khajiit voice. Damn it. Right. Okay, so we have to... I know this is a common problem I've noticed in many RPGs, especially MMOs, is having quests that are... How can I put it? Always escalating. Like, first of all, you save like the inn, then you save the town, then you save the city, then you save, and it always keeps escalating. But I actually kind of enjoy doing the little side quests in MMOs, and although some of them can be a bit of busy work, I understand that. some of them can be really pretty good. Like, I think The Witcher 3 for me was, and I'll say Cyberpunk as well. Their side quests didn't, for the vast majority of them, didn't feel like they were just like, oh, you're here just to do this. There was like, it would either give you like insights into the world, or there would be a quest like one that a lot of people like, but it's also sort of like, how do you handle this? Is when you encounter two individuals, a father and son, who are, I've got to be very careful what I say here because of the nature of the quest. It is very, very dark, even for the Cyberpunk game. Let's just say it involves things that shouldn't be talked about, involving those of an underage variety, and permanently. And when you encounter them, they try to act all sort of, oh, if we weren't doing it, somebody else would. And it's like, wrong choice of words. Wrong choice of words. And it really sort of brings home just how messed up that city is. Because it's a case of, yeah, you deal with them however you want to. You can let them both go. You can deal with both of them. Or you can do what some people do, is you take out one of them and leave the other one alive as a warning. Yeah, it's pretty messed up. It's exactly what you think it is. But it's one of those quests that when you first start doing it, you think, oh, this is just people selling some illegal, what they call brain data, which is like sort of hologram software sort of thing that goes in your mind. And then it just builds into something else. So this is why I like doing the little side quests, because it makes the world feel more alive. And sometimes, you may have saved the world, but occasionally you get some people, one of the few people who hasn't heard of you, go, excuse me, mister, yeah, some git stolen my pig, and I can't get him back. It's like, I will help you, good citizen. I mean, you're supposed to be a hero for crying out loud. It's like the equivalent of, say, and slightly cheesy thing, like the equivalent of Superman. He's flying along, cat stuck up a tree, he rescues the cat, continues on with his day. It's that kind of logic to it. Is it going to make a difference to Superman? No, it took him like 5 seconds. Is it going to make a difference to the cat and the person who the cat belongs to? Hell yeah.
I'm busy. Can't you see I'm drinking here?
Well, obviously. Captain Erson sent me.
And? Why are we talking?
Roy uncovered an assassination plot.
By Malakath. Roy stepped on a nest of snakes this time. One of the vipers is upstairs. He might know something. I'd confront him, but he knows me. Maybe a stranger like you can get him to talk.
This one can do that.
Eager. Reminds me of Roy. Go upstairs. Find Levesque and rattle his teeth, but don't kill him. We may need him later.
Understood.
Just don't mention me. I'm not an agent of the Crown. I'm just an orc enjoying her ale.
Understood. Enjoy your ale. Right, so they're up here somewhere. Okay. I'm gonna... Where is it? Damn, Ember, he did it again. It's like, I mean, good job on not setting the rug on fire.
You don't think I had anything to do with that, do you?
I'm saying I'm talking to the wrong person. Is that the right person I need to speak to? I'm going to look. Oh, fucking hell, cat. Christ almighty, you gave me a heart attack. Okay. Alright. Here we go.
You don't think I had anything to do with that, do you?
Well, yeah, okay, now this is about right time for you, but holy crap, then you give me a heart attack.
Agreed. I'll tell you everything I know. Martin Lerino hired me. He lives next door to the inn, in the large manor house. I'm a mason, you see. Martin wanted me to make him a map of the tunnels beneath Daggerfall.
What tunnels?
The secret ones that lead to the castle. But I don't know what he's planning, I swear. I just needed the gold. I've got my own troubles back in Wayrest.
I'll stay here. So, okay. Yes. Yeah, something's gone wrong here. Yes. Sorry, I can't see what you... Okay, just checking the quest. Something's gone wrong there. Oh, there you... Right, yes, right, I can look at the wrong one. Right, okay. I kind of skipped ahead of myself there. Never mind. There we go.
Welcome to the Rosy Lion, friend. Have a seat, and I'll pour you a mug of something strong.
Yeah, I jumped ahead a step. Sorry, one second. What's the matter? Yeah, you said that you be cute. Swineherd Wickerton said you might be able to help me.
Did he say I stole his damn hog again? I didn't. Not this time, not last time, not ever. Do you see a pig on a spit in here?
That'd be so funny if a pig just walked past.
Broke out and started rooting in the alleys again.
Does Glutton get into the alleys often? What am I saying?
Every time the pig escapes, Wickerton accuses me of thievery. Every time. Ugh, what a nuisance. Look, check the alleys in the northeast section of the city. The sooner that pig's found, the sooner Wickerton will shut up and leave me in peace.
I'll take a look.
Go on. I'm sure you'll find that hog of a pig rooting around in the northeast alleys.
Okay. So apparently there's a book down here I need to look for somewhere. Oh, no, it's upstairs. This is... Oh, this is the achievement furniture, isn't it? Yeah, there's certain furnishings you can only get once you've unlocked certain achievements. So where is it? It is... Oh, there's a room in here, so it's in here. Oh, there we go. See? Mage Tome. Get some XP for the Mages Guild. See, the way you're sitting now, absolutely fine. I have no problems with you sitting like that. She's basically sitting on one side of my lap with her head resting on my arm, which is quite adorable. Levesque had some protection.
I thought I heard some noise upstairs, but you don't look any worse for the wear. Did you let that snake Levesque live?
He's alive. Probably sold his breeches, but he's alive. He gave Martine he gave her some information about secret tunnels to the castle.
Martine the merchant?
That's the one.
We need to know everything. Get inside Lerino's manor. Look for anything that can shed light on what they're planning. I'll stay here and keep an eye on Levesque, so take anything you find straight to Captain Erison.
Right, noted. No, that wasn't a... That was a companion pig. It wasn't the pig I'm looking for. Net. So, can I... No, looks like we're going this way. Okay. Lerino Manor. Alright. Battle of the Air, what a great name. Awesome.
I'm gonna show off a little.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Right. So it's upstairs. Nice. Right, where's when we're looking at that? I mean, it's not stealing. It says it doesn't say anything about it stealing. Oh, black coffee. So if it's not stealing, it can go in my pocket.
Kill the intruder.
Oh, little git. There you go. Okay, bye-bye, cat. Right. A note. I'm going to check something. Okay, so yeah. I didn't gain any points, so I'm going to have to, like I say, I will move that to... I'll move that to there for now. There's it. So it's going to be on the active bar. Okay. Fair enough. Now we'll go to the alleyway and find a pig. So looking at this map, I have to go around here. That's look very nice, this place.
Help me out, will you?
So I got distracted by the chicken. This is another one of those games I've got to be careful with because the ADHD can kick in and go, ooh. Hello, pig. Pig devours a huge chunk of the strange thorny vine. What are you cutting into now, pig? Pig squints up at you before returning to its feast, devours the tender root with surprising gusto. I see you got your name.
What are you doing near that vine? You won't live to reveal our secret.
You scared the piggy. You scared the piggy off. You little. Ooh, steel dagger of flame. It does flame damage, but that one's better. Oh, what I do need to do, there is a thieves guild down here, so I need to pay him a quick visit. Oh no, I can't because damn it, it's on the outside of the walls. It's not the inside. Shazbud. Okay. Right. Go and let that dude know his pig should have returned. And there's see someone going up. There's a bug that sometimes happens when you mount up. And it's one of these bugs I really hope they don't patch out. Because occasionally you'll see somebody running on their mount as it's going past. And it's been in the game for ages. It doesn't happen all the time. But it's one of those, honestly, it's one of those things I really, really hope they don't patch out because it's harmless, it's funny, and let's just leave it in because it really doesn't hurt anyone. It being it will happen to me at some point. I just don't know exactly when or what 100% triggers it off.
You found him! You found my wonderful little glutton!
Yeah, well, your pig was in an alley, going to town on a strange vine.
I bet Lafont was hiding in there until he could turn poor glutton into ribs and chops. But now I've got my prized pig back.
Yeah, I don't think Lafont had anything to do with it. I've seen vines like those before.
Lafont's guilty of something, I'm sure of it.
They're not get.
Hear about strange vines? Talk to Jagersh over by the Mages Guild if you're so interested. He knows his plans. Sold me some herbs one time when a glutton ate something that upset his tummy.
Is it me, or does he have features that are reminiscent of a pig? Like, his nose is very slightly upturned to almost look like a snout. Like the whole thing of people and their pets looking similar kind of thing. Like, not exactly, but again, just like every so often, like maybe like in the nose, his nose is just a tiny bit upturned, just a little bit. Yeah, I'm very much getting distracted by this things in this game. But I'm not complaining.
Ah, someone new to talk to. Are you here for something specific or just to say hello?
Yeah, it's nothing that makes me goes, that man is a half pig. But it's like, huh. It's subtle. Like, maybe again, it could just be a coincidence, but I know every so often devs do like to put little jokes and little things like that in games. Like, it makes no real difference, and it's enough plausible deniability that you could try and say, yeah, it's just a coincidence, but it's one of those little things I just noticed. Wixon said you might know something about a strange thorny vine.
A strange vine? Unusually thick and covered in thorns?
Yes.
In the city?
Yes.
Son of a troll! I've seen such vines to the north. They're connected to the Bloodthorn cult. A clear indication that the cult is corrupting the land.
Sorry, I'm looking at the quest reward, and that's not too bad. Okay. Oh,
Be wary of those vines. Wherever they appear, the Bloodthorn cult isn't far behind.
I bet. I mean, their name is the Bloodthorn cult, so... What was there? Let's check something again. Yeah. So yes, now it's at level 7. So yeah, I will keep that on my bar for now. But what else is there? But yeah, I need to get that up to level basically, probably like level 50 or something. So, but then once I get up to like the build and everything leveled up, I'll just use one of the skill respec scrolls again, respec everything. So basically I can remove the points from that and put it into something else, that sort of thing. Oops, my phone just buzzed. What's that like?
For the Knights of the King.
Most of the royal family is safe, but his lordship is brave and stubborn. He refuses to leave the throne room. I need more information to convince him of the danger he's in.
King Casimir is the target. Assassins are hiding in cargo crates on the docks.
His lordship. Keep this quiet, or we'll never find the assassins in time. Divines help us if the king is killed. It could destroy the Alliance. I've taken every precaution to protect the royal family, but the king refuses to lay low. We need to find those assassins.
I'll search the harbour. Oh, level 17.
Good. Talk to Susanna Atabas. She oversees the docks. Tell her what you discovered and she'll help in any way she can. Now hurry. The king's life is in danger.
I'll talk to Susanna. What else do I have leveled up? Okay, let's go for weapon damage. Okay. So you have one skill point there, held to the tome. What's this? Psychic Legion. Your attacks wound in the mind with heretical hello. Excuse me. I love you too, but I am trying to read the skill description. Thank you, Fuzzball. Yeah, she's in her father, I demand attention stage of the day. Now talk about status effects and try. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's definitely worth putting a point into. There we go. To be fair, for her, this is like a round of sort of point at the time where like her bedtime is it's kind of like 8:30, and if you've ever had a cat, and I suppose dogs as well, but I've never had a dog personally myself. It's been years since I've had a family dog. That they do like their routine. Like it's like quite what's what I'm looking for? Quite not predictable, but it's like if, like, say for example, for her bedtime or the time I stop talking on the computer and get up and let her have the warm spot, it's normally around sort of like 8:30-ish, give or take. Yes, Father, I crave violence. Yes, yes, that is quite amusing and very accurate. It's like a rough, because I work from home, and like roughly about sort of 10 o'clock in the morning, I can be sitting at my desk, working away, doing bits and pieces, and then she'll just either try and get on my lap or sit on the desk and sit in front of me and be like, "It is time. I require treats as per the bargain. So it's like, what are you talking about? It's almost, oh yeah, it's almost 10 o'clock. So she is now doing the... It is close to getting up from the chair and giving her the warm spots time. So I think what I'll probably do is I'll probably just do a little bit of this quest, and then we'll just see how it goes from there. Because I also need to take my antihistamine meds.
Extremely busy.
Captain Arison sent me. The king is in danger.
The assassins are in my port. Find these snakes and kill them, but do it quietly. I don't want to start a panic. I'll alert the guards. If any of these conspirators get past you, we'll cut them down.
Excellent. Right. Go on, Ember. Time to do some stabbings. Or in your case, shootings or electrifyings. Either way, I'm going to protect the king. Oh, before we do that, we can take a very quick diversion into this Thieves Guild. Sorry, the Outlaw's Refuge. I must give it its proper title. It's the Thieves Guild. Yep. Also, Ember likes coming here because it gives her a bonus. But what I need to do is I need to find the fence so I can launder some stuff. So I've got some stolen goods.
No, I understand.
So let's oh yes, I'm about to do it in whilst I'm
Look at you being all devious and sticky-fingered.
Why is that not allowing me to... That's weird.
I don't buy.
Okay, so we'll want to sell, and then we'll launder those. Launder that, and launder that. So there we go, and that's just got me some XP, and I've gained a Golden Pursuit reward. Very nice. Oh, cool! I got the pet. I forgot about that. I have the pet. Oh, that's worked out really. Oh my god! It's a baby dragon with a chamber pot on its head. That's disturbingly adorable. There we go. So the golden rewards are like a new thing a new-ish they've brought in to I suppose you can call it like a not quite battle pass, but it's like a sort of thing to guide people. It's like, yeah, do this, do all these tasks, stay in the game, you get the rewards. And I'll say I kind of prefer that kind of thing to like a battle pass, but I can see why they do it, but it's not something I'm a mega fan of. Like, I don't hate them, like, and I don't want them. I can understand why people they keep them in the game, in various games, but it's not something I can take them or leave them, basically. I can take them or leave them. Okay, so search. There we go. Oh yes, from the crates. That's it. Hello. There we go. So yeah, I think that's it. Because I like to sort of at least know what I'm going to be calling the like the next stream and stuff like that. So I think this is going to be a good point. I think I will stop it. I know, it will be you know, foiling an assassination attempt. I think it's what we'll go with. So yeah, let's just find a safe spot and let's just go. I don't know. Go up here, maybe. Yeah, here we'll do. Here we'll do. So that's me done for tonight. So we'll be back with this tomorrow for the rest of the week, apart from Fridays. It's looking like this Friday will be the last of the Star Trek films, which I think is the ones I've got access to. I think it's Insurrection. Is the last one. I know there was also Nemesis, but that one is not available to me at the moment. So the Insurrection, and then next week, fingers crossed, will either be, depending upon what's still available, it will be Stargate, or the original Stargate film, the classic one with James Spader and Kurt Russell. And if that's not available, then it will start being Fallout, the show, and probably a couple of episodes of that. But I will look into that when we get close. Excuse me. When we get closer to the time. But for now, this will be gone for tonight. In the meantime, thanks for joining me, and hopefully see you soon. Bye bye.